Warning, some viewers may find the following imagery in this video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised. Before the vid starts, however, I'd like to give a few shoutouts. The first shoutout goes to dragonrocket, and then the next shoutout goes to, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing this, but chantelle abia. Make sure to go subscribe to these channels. The links to their YouTube channels are going to be in the description below. There was going to be one more person I was going to shout out, but I can't find their YouTube channel. So Kitty Cat, if you're watching this, please link your YouTube channel in the comment section below, because I cannot find it at all. So make sure to go subscribe to those YouTube channels, and if Kitty Cat links his YouTube channel in the comment section below, make sure to go subscribe to his channel. Anyway, with the shoutouts out of the way, let's get this video started. I hate bugs. With every fiber of my being, I hate bugs so much. I hate them crawling everywhere. I hate them flying everywhere. I just hate bugs. And today I've kind of compiled a list of bugs in alphabetical order that I've encountered with over the years. Keep in mind, I'm not going to touch all the bugs, just most of the major ones that have been bugging me, I get it, over the past few years. So let's get started. To start off the list, we have ants. I don't think ants are too crazy by themselves. One or two ants are pretty fine, but it's when they come together that really crawls under my skin. I feel as though when ants come together, they can do anything. It's just creepy to see ants all over food. It's just creepy to see ants all over my living room. I hate when ants just crawl up my leg. It's just they tend to be kind of annoying. And the rule of thumb is, like, if you see one or two ants, there's a whole ant colony in your house. And I hate how ants are just coming together, just crawling over food, crawling up all over me. Ugh, it's just gives me the heebie-jeebies. Anyways, that's all I really have to say about ants. They're not as annoying as some of the bugs I'm about to mention now, but I feel as though ants kind of, like, when they come together, they can really bring the house down. Anyway, let's get to the next bug. Now, let's move on to bees. I feel as though bees are just more intimidating than anything else. They're really big, they're really scary. Now, I haven't been stung by a bee before, but I do find bees to be quite intimidating. I do get that they're important and that, the whole colony collapse disorder is pretty bad, and I do hope bees make it. I don't want all bees to die, because without bees, we wouldn't have pollination. But bees are pretty scary in my opinion. And I've had a few of them in my house before, just flying around the light, and oh god, bees are just quite scary and intimidating to me, to be honest with you. That's really all I have to say. I've never been stung by a bee. I'm not allergic to bee stings, but I do find bees to be quite imitating. If one is flying in my face, I just kind of run away from them, to be honest. Anyway, that's all I really have to say about bees. Let's move on to the next insect. Well. Cockroaches. Man, do I hate these things. I've had a few run-ins with cockroaches back when I lived in my old apartment. They would always crawl everywhere. As soon as I would turn on the lights, they would just scatter everywhere. I feel as though cockroaches are more creepy and disgusting than any really other type of bug. More in the fact that it's like their design and the way they look. They have all this kind of like brownish color. And fun fact, cockroaches can fly, but they just kind of rarely do it. But I just hate cockroaches so much, man. Like, they're just so disgusting. Some of them are big, some of them are small. I've stepped on a few before, and then they are disgusting. And they are hard to get rid of. They are really hard to get rid of. I remember we had to bomb the place a few times back when we had cockroaches, and man, were they really hard to get rid of, man. They are probably one of the hardest bugs to get rid of. I hate cockroaches. They're just disgusting bugs and disgusting little creatures. Anyways, that's all I really have to say about cockroaches. Let's move on to the next insect. Flies, on the other hand, I feel as I can deal with them. To be honest with you, I think flies are more of an annoyance than anything, but I'm not really bothered by flies. They are quite an annoyance, to shoo them away from, if you're eating, they'll be all up in your food and in your face. I feel as though they're the most in your face bug, to be honest with you. But other than that, I don't think they're really that annoying. I think they're fine enough the way they are. I think, you can set up some traps, they'll fly into it, thinking it's some sort of like sweet treat or something like that, and then get stuck. But other than that, I don't think flies are too bad. They are quite an annoyance, but I feel as though that's really all I have to say about flies. You let them in your house, if you have one fly, you'll have a bunch in no time. The little tiny flies are annoying too, but for the most part, I can just squish them. But anyways, yeah, the only way flies really get into your house is if you leave the door open, to be honest with you. Other than that, it's really anyone's game. And that's all I really have to say about flies. Again, they're probably the most annoying bug. I know I've been saying that word a lot, but I feel as though flies are probably the most annoying bug and the most in-your-face bug. Anyways, that's all I really have to say about the flies. Let's get on to the next insect. The next insect I really want to cover is the moth. I feel as though moths aren't really that bad of a bug either. I think that one of the major differences between moths and like bees and flies and all the other insects that I've covered except cockroaches is the fact that I think for the most part moths really only come out at night. And the only annoying thing about them is that if you leave the light on, they'll just be attracted to it. So say if you have a moth in your room and you cut on your phone, the moth will just fly straight to your phone. I feel as though that's really one of the annoying things I hate about moths. And heck, maybe even most bugs is the fact that like, I just hate it when bugs are just attracted to a light, because then it just becomes extremely annoying if I have like the TV on and the whole room is dark and then they're on the TV screen. So I feel as though moths are like really like the pure example of that in a nutshell. I don't know. I don't think moths are really that annoying, to be honest with you. I feel as though like I can just kill one easily, or I just try not to let one in the house. You know, they usually just fly around the light outside of the house anyway. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, I don't really find moths that annoying. You know, some of them are big, some of them are small. Anyways, that's all I really have to say about moths. I'm just going to touch on the last insect. So let's get started. Spiders. But Isaiah, spiders aren't insects! I know, they're arachnids. But I feel as though I really want to touch on them regardless because, well, why not? It's my list and yeah. Anyway, but I feel as though spiders aren't really too bad either. I've let a few spiders crawl away before, and I feel as though spiders kind of tend to keep their distance. Like, most spiders would be in the corner of the room just trying to catch their meal for the day. And I feel as though I can just respect a spider for that. I've seen a few spiders dangling down, but other than that, I really have no qualm between a spider. Even if it's like a big spider, I've kind of just tend to leave them alone because I feel as though spiders just more often than not just kind of keep their distance and they're just trying to eat at the end of the day. Unless there is one right next to me crawling on my arm or whatever, then I'll just step on it. Or if I really feel like killing one or whatever, then I don't know. I guess I'll step on one. But other than that, spiders aren't really that bad of an insect. I mean, arachnid. But anyway, that's all I really have to say about spiders, and I'm just going to wrap this thing up. So, what are my final thoughts on bugs? Yeah, they're pretty cool, I guess. I feel as though for a rule of thumb I like to follow is that if a bug isn't really bothering me, I really more often than not won't bother the bug. The only time I actually feel as though I have to kill a bug is if my brother's bothering me or someone in the house is bothering me to kill a bug for them. Other than that, I really have no qualms against bugs. I do hate them, to be honest with you. I still do hate bugs. They are annoying as heck. But for the most part, I feel as though they don't really do much of anything in terms of like actually bothering me. They just kind of creep me out, disgust me, and if the one is like within like 2 feet of me, I probably will go over there and kill it if it's really bothering me and bugging me. Get it? I used the same pun twice. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, please make sure to like and subscribe, and make sure to go sub to those channels I've said at the beginning of the video. Anyways, that's all I really have to say about bugs. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, everyone, be safe out there. Get it? Be? Okay, I'll stop.
I think maybe giving those bees steroids was a bad idea. Turn on the wipers!
Thank you.